And we unhooked him. Kind of did a disappearing app. But we're gonna have faith that he's not gonna disappear again, okay? It's Joshy's world, it's Joshy's world. She went to the doctor and her whole world turned. It's Joshy's world, it's Joshy's world. She's going on adventures, this island girl. She loves her tummy hikes, beaches and tours. It's Joshy's world, it's Joshy's world, this island girl. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Joshuanette's world, and today we're on another adventure with Joe. But today's adventure is a bit more, it's not just for the fun and the sunset, it's actually very important. For my birthday this year, we're having a beach cleanup, so I'm actually walking the trail this morning because I would have been here back in 2020. So we just want to walk the trail and also create a video, you know, the idea. So when I say trail, people are not afraid like, you know, it's going to be this really long trail, because it's actually not. Just like all the trails I do when I'm hiking on my own and with Joe, they're normally very shortened. So this is a very shortened version of what we're going to be doing the morning, May the 15th, to clean up a trail. A part of Joshuanette's world is us giving back to the community, and one way of doing that is cleaning the beaches and the trails that we stumble across that are pretty dirty. And guys, let me give you a little joke about this morning. We're gonna go to hike 5 a.m. this morning. I was up and I was dressed at 5, but the rain started to come, and your girl was not about that rain getting wet life. So we went back into bed after checking the weather, and the weather said at 8 the sun will be out. So we're out hiking at 8 a.m. and obviously y'all know Joe pulls me down all the time because apparently he's ready to go. But enjoy today's adventure, guys. So guys, the idea for my cleanup is that we're gonna come with a crew and we're gonna take up all the trash that we find, and just so you guys see, like, why is there an old chair? Why is there an old desk? Why did somebody just come and like dump out all of their garbage there? Like, while I am all for us coming and cleaning the trails, people must do better. Like, you can't just come and dump your trash, because it's not good for the environment. We're a tourism based country. Like, people just have to do better, and this is why there are actually fines in place if you know who dumps the trash, because we can't keep Antigua clean. Look, another set of trash just dumped there. We can't keep Antigua clean if you just go around and dump your trash. It has to be, it's all everybody's business. Tourism is everybody's business. Keeping the island clean is everybody's business. It's everybody's responsibility. I'm gonna tell you guys, right, when we get down to the actual beach area, you're gonna see how much trash we would have crossed. Another dump site of trash. Like, what would happen, we would just pack them all on the road, and then, oh wow, it's worse. Okay, Joy, just so let me show you guys something. So to control Joy, not Joy, Joe, I kind of wrap her chain around my legs, right? Because obviously she can't be stronger than me. But now it's galling up my legs. But what I was saying, it's actually worse than when I was here before. Look, there's another site of just trash. Like, wow. Wow. And it's a lot of trash. Like, and we're not even down. Oh, I almost fell over the dog train. Oh, Lord. And we're not even down to the area that I actually want to clean up. Wow. People are just so, they're just so untidy. They just, real. Like, who is supposed to pick up your trash when you just leave it? Like, who's responsible? Like, what is it gonna take for you to put your trash at the side of the road and one of the garbage collectors collects it on the days? Let's see how this whole adventure goes, because it's already starting out on a high of trash. At another dump site, and it's just really disappointing that people would just come and dump their trash. Yesterday, last year, January 3rd, we cleaned the 2-foot bay, and at the end of our cleanup, we had like almost 55 bags of trash. So, just some fun facts. The idea surrounding these cleanups is to, one, spread awareness about disability and osteoarthritis. 2, give back to the community, because obviously I am searching for all 365 beaches. I am actually going to try to do all of the hiking trails in Antigua and share them with you guys, and once my website is up, people will be able to access that information there. And if I go to a trail or a beach and I recognize that it's dirty, we will organize to have it cleaned up. And because we know that several of our beaches and several of our trails are dirty, the idea is to eventually get to the place where we're doing 4 beaches per year and 4 cleanups per year. And then we're going to do a walk/treasure hunt for a cause where we're raising funds to donate to the Disability Society here and to the research of osteoarthritis. All of these things are in the paperwork, they're in the pipeline. We already spoke to who we need to speak to. We already have some plans in place, but it can only get better. So it should have been, the walk for cause should have been last year, but with COVID, a lot of stuff got cancelled. And I myself would have taken a break from social media, and not just social media, I took a break from life. And the reason I had to take a break from life is because so many things were just going wrong. And recently somebody would have commented on 2 of my videos, giving the illusion that I shouldn't speak about my legal case, and they also would have said that I don't look like I have arthritis. So I would have commented. I'm going to clip them in so you guys can see. As soon as the judge stamped the stamp and said, boom, we're done, all of the information that I have and all of the things that I'm allowed to share, I am going to share them with regards to my case. It's not for likes, it is not for views, it is to educate individuals that people with disabilities, we are discriminated against. And how is it possible that you fire somebody from a half-knock doctor note, fire somebody because they have osteoarthritis? The cartilage in my knees are deteriorating. In the video when my friends was feeling my knees, so when you touch my knees and you do like this, you can actually feel the cartilage moving. So I was showing it because actually I didn't even know. So I went to Dr. Garden, and Dr. Garden actually showed it to me. So I decided, I'm going to show my friends. And you can actually feel it moving. And we're saying, like, if I'm 27 now and this is already happening, what happens when I get to 30? It's going to be worse. What happens when I get to 40? So this is why I'm over here living my best life. However, even with me living my best life, I am very careful, number 1. And number 2, I am not. And if anybody watches my videos and thinks that, I should be depressed and stressed out and have myself funny, it's not gonna happen. Because I despise seeing individuals with a disability go around the place begging and looking like things are so hard. And I'm telling you, I'm just gonna show you guys some ladies that inspire me, especially Jessica. Like, if you see Jessica and you didn't know her story, then you wouldn't know she's a disabled person. But it just shows you that being disabled doesn't stop you from living your best life, from doing things, from being beautiful. just how you do things. Because for me, and I said to anybody, no doctor has said to me, Joshuanette, you cannot wear high heels. That's a personal choice. Because I have fallen on several different occasions at the workplace that is now firing me, got no compensation from the workplace that is now firing me, and this is why it's public information. And I've decided that, you know, I don't want to ever fall from on a high heel, because if I'm falling when I'm in one of these shoes, what's gonna happen if I fall when I'm in a high heel? But for my son's dedication, I decided that, hey, I want to have on a high heel today, and I prayed about it, and God is merciful. The day I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna have on a high heel too, because I'm about to say a prayer about that. And for any other event that I feel as though, you know, I want to look extra, I will. And I'm gonna say a prayer about it, because I believe in God and I believe in his mercies, and I believe, and he didn't fail me for my son's dedication, and I know for sure he ain't gonna fail me for all the other events that I might need a high heel shoe. But guys, let's get back onto our adventure, because Joe is now tired of me talking. Guys, so we're at the mangrove, and one of the biggest debates that we're having when we did this hike is if we can consider like the water, because according to the definition of a beach, it says it's where high and low water meet, so that would technically be a beach. But I'm like, no, it can't be a beach, because we're actually at a mangrove. So we're just not gonna count mangroves as beaches, because that is not gonna make any sense. Look, trash. So just giving you guys a little view as to what's happening along the line of the mangrove. Really strong. So the idea is we're just gonna walk across and just pick up the different trashes that we would meet. There are actually several mangroves on the island, and they're very, 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 very times 100 important to the environment. So under the trees within the mangroves there's a lot of trash. I don't even know if you guys can hear me at this point. It's so, the breeze is blowing so hard. I end up having to do a 2-weekend situation for this cleanup. But we're not counting mangroves as beaches. Not one of the really horrible trails, and I'm here. It's now 9:30 and it's pretty cool. We're gonna get to the really messy part of, you know, we would have saw some trash at the beginning. Like as we go more on the trail, there's some really horrible parts. But what I wanted to do, especially for today's adventure, is just to come back, scout out the place, have an idea as to, you know, what we're gonna need. And just from walking down, I recognize the last time we had one truck. I don't know if one truck is gonna be enough, because I don't want the driver having to come, go to the dump and come right back. So we might have to have 2 trucks We're not going to be able to use the small bags, so we will have some small bags and some heavy duty bags, and we're going to have like either 5 or so cutlasses, and we're going to have maybe at least 5 or so cases of water, and we're going to need at least 2 packs of gloves. So that's the reason I'm hiking this trail today, so that I know exactly what we're going to need, so that on the day it's not craziness and it's a good vibe. On this trail, it seems to be a lot of bottles. Coming down, you can tell that those are trash from people's homes, but these are like, some of them I'm assuming would have washed up. The idea is just to really do our part in keeping the mangroves, keeping the beaches all clean. It's so cool, guys. It's so cool. Like, the day that we do this, it's gonna be a cool day. Just a lot of bottles that we're gonna have to pick up. And then we obviously pick them up. And what we did the last time, we had a system where we had like a train where you take your bags to one point, and then someone else is gonna pick up your bags and take them to another point, and then the last pickup went to where the truck was going to come and pick up the garbage. So that is what we're up to today. Joe is my trusted companion. Someone's old shoe. Guys, just look at this section of just lots of bottles to pick up, put in bags, and just get to the landfill, because as you guys know, bottles do not deteriorate. They just stay there forever and ever and ever. So we just have to do our part. People really need to do better, because while I believe some of it was washed up, I do believe that some of it is from hikers just leaving their trash on the trails when they're hiking. Okay, so we're at the end of the mangrove at this point. Doing some heavy. This is the exact reason we got to do a walkthrough, because they weren't doing, it looks like they're building a road, so you can actually hear the equipment working at the top. So all of this debris is obviously falling down. So on the day, we just want to ensure that we let people know you got to be extra careful. At this point, I actually need to unhook strap from my bag, just because if I'm going to cross over, I don't want a situation. So the last time we unhooked him, kind of did a disappearing act. But we're gonna have faith that he's not gonna disappear again, okay? Okay, I don't want to leave on the chain either, because if the chain gets stuck between like a rock, that's gonna be a problem. So pray for me and letting go this dog today. Cleanup, we're actually just gonna stop at this point just because it's unsafe for us to walk across. I did try. There's a lot of moving stones, moving debris, and we're not about putting ourselves or anyone in an unsafe environment. So we're actually gonna end here. I was literally hooking back on the chain onto my dog, the chain onto my bag. I was gonna hook back the dog onto me, but just here. Wet. Do not shake off on me. Wet dog. Last hike, I lost the dog. I'm trying to be very careful today because I can't lose the dog on 2 consecutive hikes. So he's not gonna be chained to me though. So gonna see how that goes. And dogs have this way, they will just come by you and just shake off because they don't have anywhere else to shake off but on you. Okay, so this is the end of where we're gonna be cleaning up. And what would happen is on another adventure, my friend here hasn't actually done this hike. We're gonna do the whole entire hike, so we'll probably cross over the debris and go from there. What's about today's hike is that Joe is very responsive today. Like, he's not just doing it. Come, Joe! Come, Joe! Come! And he comes. Kind of. Come! Like he's learning. Joe! I'm gonna keep walking. You guys gonna see he just runs behind of me when I do keep on walking. So maybe it's because I'm standing. Then the thing. But as I said the last hike, if I never let him off of his chain and train him, he's not gonna be able to hike. So slowly but surely we're getting there, and he's actually coming to Joe and actually, like, you know, exploring and enjoying himself. The thing is, it's just that he loves the water. So now, oh, and guys, you're gonna see he's not so fussy to get into the car anymore. He's jumping in on his own. Progress. our adventure is winding down. This is me, my tripod, and Joe's chain. That's Joe in front there. I think he's trying to look for mongoose. Like, dogs are weird creatures. They will look for the mongoose, chase the mongoose or chicken. Got our dog running. Look at him, very, very, very alert. Where's the bush? Joe! 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 And he has to go on his train now because there are some people coming, so but he doesn't like dogs. Hello, come. Joe. Joe. Come. Dog. Come. No.
Isn't it?
No, you just keep going on the road that way.
Right.
This is a trail to Devil's Bridge, but it's just not the trail that you're looking for.
Oh, right.
Right on the main road.
Yeah, we saw some guys and they said keep straight on. Well, this is straight on. And
no, you gotta turn right that way.
This road presumably goes to all those nice houses up on the top of
No, this goes to a mangrove at the end,
yeah,
and you can hike across to Devil's Bridge.
Yeah.
But you're gonna be hiking on the edge of the cliff and on some rocks, and there's a particular section that you'd have to get someone to help, like to pull you up.
No, don't do that.
No, we're not doing that. So you just go back onto the main road and keep going.
Right. What's behind here with all this security fencing?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Somebody doesn't want you to get in, do they?
No.
So does this road eventually go to those posh houses?
Learning the art of car riding. That's a big win. But I really hope you show up once you're in Antigua and Barbuda for this trail cleanup on the 15th of May. And that's the win, guys. Until the next video. Bye, guys.